Hello, everybody. You're very, very welcome. Come and join me in a cup of tea. Oh, that's a cold one out there tonight, isn't it? I went for a walk this afternoon down to Hollywood, and it was sunny and it was cold and it was fresh, but I was glad to come back to the central heating. Oh, anyway, and tonight, I was in the kitchen and I happened to look out that window out over our garden, and there's a beautiful, I think it's a 3-night-old new moon at this stage. It's still very, very tiny. It is just gorgeous. So John was in the sitting room. He was doing the fire, and I said, John, come here quick. And I went out. The two of us went out the back garden, and we made a wish. It's something that I like to try and do every month. Make a wish on a new moon, but you can't do it through glass. You have to go out and physically and connect with the moon. I don't know if it does anything or not, but it gives me a nice feeling. So there you go. Anyway, you're very, very welcome to this short FB Live on gratitudes. Did you know that it's almost impossible to be angry or pissed off or hacked off and thankful about something or grateful about something at the same time? So which would you rather be? Which would you rather be? Angry, hacked off, or pissed off at something or somebody or yourself, or in a state of gratitude? And in that space, there's a choice, folks. In that space, there's a choice. If you see me switching my eyes over here to the corner over here, this corner over here, to my right, to your left, I'm just checking to see who is coming, because I'm hoping that I'm going to have some guests tonight. So anyway, gratitude is really a pretty wonderful thing. And I just didn't connect. I didn't think deeply enough when I chose tonight for my Facebook Live and chose gratitudes for my Facebook Live tonight, because of course today is the biggest gratitude day of all, Thanksgiving Day. So for any folks who celebrate Thanksgiving Day who may be looking at this, either if they come on tonight or if they're looking at this afterwards, happy Thanksgiving Day, or as I saw written on somebody's wishes during the week, happy Turkey Day. But I think I prefer Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving Day to everybody who celebrates it, and love to you all. Okay. So gratitudes. What is it about gratitudes that you love? I want you to think about this. What is it about gratitudes that you love? For me, it's that when I get up in the morning, I have kind of developed the habit of not getting out of bed. Well, I'd stay in bed quite a long time if I could. Of not getting out of bed and feeling, oh God, here we go again. But actually, the very first thing that I do when I step onto the floor in the morning out of the bed is I put my hand on my heart, my two hands, in fact, on my heart, and I just say good morning to my heart and to myself. It may be silly, but God, it changes my approach into the day. I can still sometimes go on and have a pretty crappy day, but it's that moment where it starts my day so differently. It's lovely. So anyway, the plan for tonight, I'm not going to take much time tonight. The plan for tonight is to talk a little bit about gratitudes, to give you some scientific evidence about them. Actually, now you know that I'm a very serious woman. I'm a very serious woman. Okay, and I want to give you a little bit of scientific evidence on research into the emotional impact and the physical impact of gratitudes. Just a tiny little paragraph. I'll read it out, and then I'm going to offer 3 gratitude rituals, and then I'm going to offer a 15-day challenge. A 15-day challenge, but more about that in a few minutes. Okay. So there is actually scientific research on this from a study by a guy called Paul J. Mills. Paul J. Mills from the University of California in San Diego School of Medicine. So it's got to be kind of serious. University of California, San Diego School of Medicine. Did you happen to see, I know I'm interrupting myself here, but did you happen to see Rick Stein in San Diego? I think he was on, was it last night? I love Rick Stein. I love spending time in the company of Rick Stein on television. I always feel happy and good and content because he's just such he's just such a chummy character. He's a really real character. And he's traveling down from San Francisco, down along the coast, right down to Tijuana, down into Mexico, down into a part of Mexico. And the program is great. If you haven't seen it, and if you like good food and Rick Stein, it's fantastic. But anyway, the other night he was in San Diego, and that just trigged the memory. So focus, Trudy. The study at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine by Paul J. Mills discovered that people who were more grateful had better heart health, specifically less inflammation and healthier heart rhythms. And that's a pretty big claim. And here's a quote from the author. They showed a better well-being, a less depressive mood, less fatigue, and they slept better. We found that those patients who kept gratitude journals for 8 weeks showed reductions in circulating levels of several important inflammatory biomarkers, as well as an increase in heart rate variability while they wrote. So I'll just read that sentence again. We found that those patients who kept gratitude journals for 8 weeks, only 2 months, 8 weeks, showed reductions in circulating levels of several important inflammatory biomarkers, as well as an increase in heart rate variability while they wrote. Improved heart rate variability is considered a measure of reduced cardiac risk. Wow, that really startled me when I read it, and I thought, yep, that's coming into the Facebook Live workshop with me. So I'm guessing that the people who will be looking at this will probably already be doing gratitudes or be aware of gratitudes. I've really only been keeping a record of gratitudes, writing of my gratitudes for probably about a year. And even then, for the first few months, it wasn't regular, but now it's regular. Now I do it in a 40-day cycle, which is about just under 8 weeks. And I love it. I love it. But I'll go into that in a second. Gratitude is good for you, but don't take our word for it. Try it out for yourself and see if it makes a difference. Okay, I'm feeling like, I don't know, Little Miss Muffet on her Cardiff way talking to you here, because there's nobody else here with me on the live call, but that doesn't matter because I know that if you're looking at this, you're with me. So there are 3 easy ways to bring more gratitude into your life. The 3 ways that I do it, as I mentioned before, the very first thing in the morning, before I speak a word to anybody, before I go for my shower, the very first thing when I put my feet on the floor, hand on the heart, and I just say, good morning, Trudy. That's it. It doesn't have to take long. It doesn't take long. It just takes that good morning, Trudy, that length of time. Okay, so it diverts me from the habitual thing of, oh, shit, another day, here we go. Right, that's one possibility. Another one is a gratitude journal, which I've mentioned as well. Okay, excuse me, a gratitude journal. And as I say, I keep mine on a 40-day cycle. And I got that cycle idea from Melody Beattie. Let me just show you. Melody Beattie. Can I get that on camera there? Melody Beattie. This is one of my favorite books of Melody Beattie, but I'm not necessarily showing you this book for the gratitudes. Melody Beattie is the lady's name. She's very, very, very well known, really well known in the field of addiction recovery and trauma recovery and basically human spirit recovery. She's in her 70s now, as I say, and she's just a fantastic woman and an amazing, true, honest, authentic writer. And she just opens her heart and writes. And something I picked up from her was this idea of writing gratitudes for everything, not just the sunny day or the snow fell today or a great cup of tea or John and I went for a great walk or I love my cats or all those important things. But she also says it's really, really, really effective and important to include gratitudes for the negative things. And I thought, yeah, right. I'm going to start writing, gratitudes for things that are not going well. But I read on and I said, let me just try it. She's a woman of experience. She knows what she's talking about. Let me just try it and see what happens. And the first time I did it, I'd had I'm trying to think what the situation was. It was a situation, it was an argument, I think. It was a confrontation with somebody. I'm not going to give too much detail. And normally I would just, work on it after the situation with some breathing and mindfulness and accepting and breathing into it and accepting it and acknowledging it and letting it go, as I spoke about a couple of weeks ago in acceptance. What I also do now, when something negative happens, just to raise the tough emotional level, I actually say, I'm brazenly grateful. I am brazenly grateful for the situation that happened today with so-and-so because of so-and-so. I don't go into too much detail, and I don't justify, and I don't apologize, and I don't try and make sense of what happened. It's the gratitude for the experience. The gratitude for the experience. And I kid you not, as I started to write, I was in kind of confusion. How is this going to work? What use is this going to be? By the time I finished writing just one sentence about it, the sting had gone from it. The residual sting had gone from it. And it's happened a few times since then, and it does actually have an effect. You're basically saying, I'm grateful for it because there's probably a lesson in there. And what is the lesson? And it's just so effective. It puts me out of victim into I'm observing, I'm experiencing, and I'm making a choice about how I respond to it. And I love that. You know me and choice. And it's not about controlling things. It's about giving yourself that feeling of being in choice. And we'll come back to that again later on in another Facebook Live. So that's two things that I do. I wake up every morning, hand on the heart. I'd soon have my booby worn away. Nice booby. And the other thing then that I do is keep the gratitude journal. Now, sometimes I write something in the morning I don't do them at the same time every day, generally. Sorry, that came out wrong. I don't do them religiously in the morning or religiously in the evening. In the morning, sometimes I just write a thank you, or I just write a note saying, slept well, great day ahead, whatever. And then I come back, and at night, just when I'm finished reading my book, that's when I tend to write my gratitudes. And I don't do like 50 or 60 gratitudes. I just do probably on average between 10 and 15. And once you start, they begin to flow. And it's like, they might be silly things, but they can also be really big, important things. But the really important thing is that I go to sleep in a calm state of mind, even if I've had a hectic day like I did last Monday and got lots of tech things wrong, for which I expressed gratitude. Oh my God. I needed a lot of gratitude after last Monday. So I'll tell you the story sometime. But I went to sleep having expressed my gratitude for everything that happened on Monday, in a calm state of mind, just feeling eased and happy. And it was great. And I just do that every single night. Now, between you and I, John, they're only for me. Nobody else reads them. They're only for me. And sometime in the future, I look back and I'd say, goodness me, aren't they small things? But actually, they're not small things because they're part and tapestry of my whole life. But I mentioned John there a second ago. John now says to me sometimes at night, True, have you done your gratitudes? And the first night he said it, I looked at him and I said, come on, you want to do them? And he said, no, I just like the way you do them. He said, it makes me feel calm as well when you do them. Who knew? So that's the hand on the heart, the journal. And then the third thing is before I eat, it doesn't matter what meal it is, whether it's my breakfast, my lunch, or my dinner, I just very gently put my hands around a dish that I'm eating. And like for a split second, I just put my hands surrounding the dish and I just say thank you. That's it. And again, it's building that connection with thankfulness and gratitude and choice, so that I'm eating my food in a different state of mind, or in a calm state of mind, in a happy state of mind. And it's lovely. It's really lovely. So I would love to hear, hello, who's this? Hello, Jackie. You're very, very welcome. It's you and me, babe, at the moment. I'd love to hear, Jackie, if you would like to share about your gratitudes. I've just been speaking about the 3 things that I do for daily gratitude habits. One is putting my hand on the heart every day when I wake up in the morning. I put a hand on my heart every day when I wake up in the morning. The next thing is my gratitude journal, and the other thing then is just, it's almost like I'm just surrounding my dish, my main dish, with my hands as if I'm giving it Reiki or energy healing or something, but I'm not actually intentionally doing that. And I just say thank you. And I suppose that is energy healing, so that's fine. So that's the kind of thing I do. If you feel like it, Jackie, I'd love to know any things that you do just to kind of add to the tapestry. That would be great. So I mentioned a 15-day challenge, and here it is. I am going to starting tonight, the 23rd of November. I am going to challenge anybody who sees this Facebook Live, either tonight or in the future, to do onto the page below this Facebook Live, this video. I'm going to ask you each day, once a day for 15 days, to write in one thing that you're grateful for. Today, I am grateful for me tonight. What will it be? Tonight, I'm grateful for the fact that I can do this, that the technology is here, or something like that. And I'm just going to let it flow and see what happens. I would really love to get some really good, strong energy going on this, to get the gratitude thing out there. And I know we're all busy, and I know we all have tons of things to do. But believe me, the gratitude habit will actually help you to do things, not to do more, because we're not about doing more just for the sake of doing more, but to do what it is that you do in a calmer, more loving, more peaceful state of mind, especially now at this time of the year. So will you join me? I'm going to type in my gratitude after this onto my page, and please, please, please join me in the comments underneath this video, and we'll just get some fun going here and get some gratitudes and sharing going here, okay? And they don't have to be deep and meaningful, but just to connect, okay? So I've kept you long enough. I'm going to sign off now. Who's just come in? Oh, there's Jackie Grimley. Great. Mine, can I read that out, Jackie? Okay. Mine is at bedtime. I say 3 things I am grateful for that happened that day. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. You say them to yourself, Jackie, or you say them out loud. Whichever works is great. Absolutely great. And again, it's like me with my gratitudes before I go to sleep. It brings you into that lovely, peaceful, I don't know, it's like a glow of love, a glow of love. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. This has been your friend, your chum, Trudy Arthurs, the Compassionate Confidence Specialist. And I would love to hear from you with your gratitudes. And please come along, visit my page, share the video. And if you would like to, I'm supposed to ask you as well if you would like to sign up to receive the videos. I don't quite know how to do that, so I have a lot to learn about this. I'm going to go now. Have to have a cup of tea. Night. God bless. Love you. Take care. Be in touch. Bye.